If you've never been to the Huntington Library in San Marino, California, prepare to be amazed. Today I'm sharing 10 reasons you need to visit the Huntington Library and Gardens, including the world famous Blue Boy painting, stunning themed gardens, and historic treasures. Stay to the end to learn exactly how to get free tickets for your visit. Reason number 1, the Blue Boy. First up, the Blue Boy, painted by Thomas Gainsborough around 1770. It's easily one of the most popular portraits in the Huntington Library. A famous painting from an English painter. Seeing it in person, the color and brushwork are very beautiful. The Blue Boy is the painting's nickname. Title is a portrait of a young gentleman, a British treasure that was purchased by the Huntingtons in 1921. Reason number 2, Pinkie. Another beautiful painting has the nickname Pinkie, painted by Thomas Lawrence in 1794. It's a painting of Judith Barrett's granddaughter, Sarah Godin Barrett Moulton. Another British painting, Pinkie seems to pair very well with the Blue Boy, though the paintings were created by different artists nearly 25 years apart. Blue Boy and Pinkie are among the most famous paintings in the Huntington Library's collection. Reason number 3, the Japanese Garden. The Japanese Garden is beautiful and one of my favorite gardens of the Huntington Library's 16 themed gardens. My favorite structure is the Moon Bridge, which stands over a koi pond. There are other areas to explore, including a tea house, bonsai collection, and much more. In the spring, cherry blossoms bloom in this garden, most likely in March or April. Reason number 4 is the Rose Garden. Next up, another of my favorite gardens is the Rose Garden. Over 1,200 varieties of roses bloom here, which is truly incredible. If you want to time your visit to see the roses in peak bloom, visit in late April through early June. However, because of the Southern California weather, the roses continue to bloom up to pruning day on January 2nd. It's the perfect place to slow down, relax, and take photos. The tea room is located nearby, but reservations can sell out fast. Check online for hours and availability. Online reservations can be made 3 months in advance. Another of my favorite parts of the Rose Garden is the statue, which graces the Rose Garden. It's the perfect spot for it, and it really enhances the beauty of the garden. Reason number 5 is the Chinese Garden. The Chinese Garden, also known as the Garden of Flowing Fragrance, is one of the best classical-style Chinese gardens outside of China. Walk through the pavilions, make your way across the bridges, and take in the peaceful reflections on the lake with fish and lotus flowers. The lotus flowers are in their peak bloom in the summer. It's a beautiful area and a wonderful place for reflection and relaxation. Reason number 6 is the Gutenberg Bible. Inside the library, you'll find a true treasure, an original Gutenberg Bible. It's one of only a handful left in the world, printed in the 1400s. The Gutenberg Bible is the first major book printed using movable type in the West by Johann Gutenberg in Mainz, Germany. Only 175 copies were made and 48 survive today. 36 were made on paper and 12 on animal skin, known as vellum. This one at the Huntington Library is one of only 3 vellum copies in the United States. Reason number 7, the North Vista. There is a lawn and garden area called the North Vista. It's the view from the Huntington's mansion, lined with Italian sculptures and an ornate Baroque fountain. I call this the Statue Garden, and there are more than 30 elegant sculptures in this area. It's definitely worth taking your time here to admire the statues and the garden, which is lined with palm trees and flowers. There are many camellia bushes in this area, which have their peak bloom in January and February, though I saw many camellia blooms when I visited in April. Many movies and TV shows have been filmed in this area and elsewhere on the property of the Huntington Library and Gardens. Reason number 8, the architecture and grand staircase. The Huntington Library's main building, now an art gallery, was once Mr. and Mrs. Huntington's private home. This is where Pinkie and Blue Boy are now located, and it's the building that overlooks the North Vista. I particularly like the wide grand staircase. It's definitely something to notice and enjoy while you are there. This mansion gives you an opportunity to visit a world-class historic building while touring rare and precious art. Reason number 9, the size. Get your steps in. With 130 acres of gardens and galleries, the Huntington Library and Gardens is huge. You'll easily get your 10,000 steps in without even trying, and every corner has something new and beautiful to discover. Reason number 10, free tickets. You can visit the Huntington Library and Gardens for free, but there's a process. Free entry is the first Thursday of the month. To get free tickets, you'll need to visit the Huntington Library website on the last Thursday of the month. Tickets will be released at 9 a.m., but they are usually claimed in minutes. Here's the trick. Go to the website as early in the morning as possible, such as 7 a.m. or even midnight, to enter the waiting room. You will automatically be assigned a space in line based on the time you enter the waiting room. Keep the website with the waiting room open and then return to it back at 9 a.m. when tickets start to be released and wait to see if you're selected. If you're selected for free tickets, you'll be assigned a time for entry. The earlier you can claim your tickets, the earlier your assigned time will be. You can only enter the library after your assigned time and not before. So an earlier time can make a huge difference in your experience. You don't want to be left with only a couple of hours to view the Huntington Library. With adult tickets currently just under $30 per person, it's possible to save quite a lot of money on your tickets by getting free ones. However, paid tickets are still worth it, especially if you plan to spend the entire day or most of the day there. Bonus: after your visit, don't miss Lacey Park, a historic and beautiful park from 1925 located just minutes from the Huntington Library. Click on this video here to watch the next video, which explains 5 reasons why Lacey Park is one of the best parks in LA County.